clapper, y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Revolution. We are on week 12. First up, here comes the scores. Up first, the South Hayward Alfredo Pollos beat out the Rancho Cucamonga Cracker Killers 106-90. For the Cracker Killers, the highest score was Philip Rivers with 21, while Amari Cooper held it down with 32 points for the Alfredo Pollos.
All right, guys. And we got the Sack King Trolls versus Nightman. Nightman with 130 to the Sack King Trolls 78. Top scorer for the Sack King Trolls was Elliott with 22. And for the Nightman, they've got McCaffrey with 37.
The San Francisco Shabooms continue on their winning ways against the Alabama Crackheads 107-61. Matt Ryan put up 22 for the Shabooms, while the Crackheads had Eric Rebron with 17.
Okay, guys, we got the San Jose Party Foulers and the Flying Graysons. The Flying Graysons went ahead and murdered the San Jose Party Foulers just like their family in the Batman movie. With 120-62. Right, we got the San Jose Party Foulers top scorer, Tom Brady, with 20 points. Go you, Tom Brady. And the Flying Graysons, they're with their continuous murderous ways, Andrew Luck with 25 points.
And with the continuing theme of the week, everyone has a lot of points against someone else who doesn't have a lot. This time, C plus LMAO finally started winning again with 103 points. High score is Kirk Cousins with 28 versus the Hayward Huffin' Puffs, who only managed to put up 86. Lamar Miller put up 24.
This is weird because I'm not used to doing myself. Reservoir Dogs take on the 94th and Jacka Mobsters. Sorry, Rob, but look like today you've been jacked. The Reservoir Dogs went ahead and devoured them with 104 to their 55. If I sound like I'm teasing myself, it's because I am. Go me. All right, we got Mr. P with Cam Newton's 23 top scorer. We got the 94th and Jacka Mobsters top scorer, Thomas, with 16 points.
This week's best and worst players of the week, I'll start with the best. Amari Cooper in Dallas on Thanksgiving took on 8 receptions for 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 32 points. Tiny Howlett, who's the worst?
I'll tell you right now, it is my good friend Willie Snead, the Baltimore Raven, with 0 receptions for 0 yards with 1 point, and that is because their team won. Go Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, by the way, yeah, they destroyed the Oakland Raiders.
Likely.
Talk about that later. It's now time for All Over That Bench.
All over that bench, man.
Up first is running back Sonny Michel for New England, owned by the 94th and Jacka Mobsters, who put up 21 attempts for 133 yards and a touchdown for 22 points. That would have made it real interesting. Unfortunately, it was all over that bench. Tiny, who you got?
All right, guys, and for all over that bench today, we've got from the Cracker Killers, Deshaun Watson, Houston Texan, I believe. He threw for 210 yards for 3 touchdowns for 30 points, guys. That is a whopping 30 points. Yeah, you go, Cracker Killers. Too bad it was all over that bench.
This week's that motherfucker that helped nobody. I have wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, Dante Pettis, who had 4 receptions, 77 yards, 1 touchdown for 13 points. Except that motherfucker helped nobody. Tiny?
All right. And we got tight end Dan Arnold for the New Orleans Saints with 4 receptions for 450. I'm sorry, for 400. There's no hundreds involved here, people. Just 45 yards. For 45 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 points. It's just too bad that motherfucker helped nobody.
Well, I will say it's that time again where we're going to talk about the Raiders.
Nice.
The Raiders, once again, they didn't just lose, they got demoralized. by the Baltimore Ravens by a score of 34-17. And it is just, I don't know. I think it's more insulting that the fact that it wasn't even Joe Flacco. It was their second string, the rookie, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Mr. Jackson. I'm sorry.
He had 3 total touchdowns in this game. He threw for 2 and ran for another.
Okay.
He was running all over the field. The Raiders could do nothing to stop him. But I bet the entire game they were thinking that on Thanksgiving, 2 other players that they traded away had an awesome game.
Oh, no.
Had an awesome game. Amari Cooper, like I said before, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns on Thanksgiving. And Khalil Mack right there with that Chicago defense who just keeps lighting it up. He missed a game here and there. He missed a game. But other than that, he has just been lights out. And the Raiders have been dim at best.
Very lackluster. And I know it's a tradition for Raider fans to say, hey, this is our year. This is our year. Yeah, it was your year. It was your year to go nowhere. And as a Niners fan, I totally know what it's like to get beat up by a Raven. Not supposed to touch your face on camera. Avoided that. Yeah, and I mean, I met David Carr once or twice. Nice guy. Made him a burrito bowl. He likes his double chicken. He's too nice. I'll tell you that he's too much of a nice guy, and that's probably his problem. He needs to get angry. He needs to get mean on that field. He needs to do it up, man. Pick up that shit. Pick up that slack. Do it up, man. Get some. Run a ball, do it.
Well, he needs more motivation. He needs a motivational speech.
Yeah, like he doesn't need tackling fuel per se, but he needs like
he needs
touchdown fuel.
He needs Patches O'Houlihan.
He needs Patches O'Houlihan.
To
he
come
does.
over there and say, "You gotta be mean.
You gotta be mean. You gotta duck.
You gotta
dodge.
get angry. That's the only way to play.
Duck, dodge again.
Duck, yeah.
Duck,
dodge, dive.
Dodge again.
Dodge again.
Almost certain.
No, duck, dip, duck, dodge.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
If not, you guys can let us know down in the comments. I'm sure Big Daddy will know.
I'm sure he will know. Anyway, the Raiders, they suck more. And the coach, John Gruden, Chuck Finster.
Oh, Chuck.
He keeps running his mouth. Talking about all this nonsense, how they're trying. But
trying to lose.
They're trying to lose.
That's right.
And Derek Carr's, he's out here talking about, hey, we're not going to get the number 1 pick. We don't want the number 1 pick. We don't need the number 1 pick.
You kind of do. Need all the help you can get.
I think he says that because if you do that, the first thing they're going to do is get a quarterback with that first pick.
Oh, guaranteed. It's like, get rid of your old car. Yes, pun was intended.
Yeah.
Get a new one.
There will be a trade-in.
Definitely.
There will be a car trade-in. We're going to get something new.
Yeah, you fucker.
We're going to get something new. And
no lemons, guys. No lemons.
No. So, Jacksonville Jaguars start putting up your first rounder because they will accept.
Yes.
Moving on to the other side of the bay. It's bright and dark at the same time. It was one of those weird weekends where, we'll start with, they lost. They lost 9-27. They lost by a lot. It wasn't close.
No gold.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna move on to the juicy stuff real quick.
All right. Ooh.
We're gonna start with
dark meat.
Reuben Foster. Who definitely needs to lay off the dark meat because obviously he has an issue.
Uh-oh.
He has an issue where he can't say no. He can't say, not that he can't say no to women. He can't say no to a woman. And this woman is toxic. And
damn.
We're not going to go into any details on who said what and who did what in the past, but this is
allegations.
The woman who, from the previous allegation that he went ahead and laid his hands on her and did whatnot. and then she reported it, and then she went back and said, you know what? Actually, I was lying the whole time.
Wow.
So then they dropped the charges, and that's why he was only suspended for 2 games, and that whole deal.
Wow.
Same one.
Right.
And here's the kicker.
Uh-huh.
You know, this whole thing happened because she was actually 2 floors above them in their team hotel.
Did he know this?
It's alleged that he's the one that got her the room
Wow.
because you can't say no.
Wow. Self-destructive?
He's 100% self-destructive. And it's just what happens with
I know what that's like.
these young guys when they start getting I mean, okay, everyone says, oh, they're starting getting millions and millions of dollars.
Mhm.
They signed for millions of dollars. They didn't exactly get millions of dollars right now. Well, let's not forget. We're gonna do a little bit of math here. As a rookie, he's only making about $800,000, and he gets that in 16 checks every Thursday, starting the first week of September. So that means
Wow.
that he's only gotten 12 checks.
Mm-hmm.
So we divide that up. He's gotten less than $500,000 plus tax. This man has gone crazy with an alleged, rough estimate, because he does live in California,
Oh
of
my God.
$300,000, and he's gone crazy. Let's just think about that.
You're going crazy trying to live somewhere.
He has gone crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He has $300,000 in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
The man is Bay Area broke.
Yes.
He is very, very poor.
Yes, the F he is, man.
The man can barely rent. And somehow he thinks he can do all this other stuff, and he's above.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he thinks he's above the law.
No.
But the man has, at best, $300,000. And that's if he saved it, which he didn't.
Should have saved.
And just imagine, man. I mean, like, that's just... I just don't understand. But, I guess I don't have $300,000 in my pocket. So
I mean, I think people can get really ignorant when they get
Yeah.
money. So you probably just saw the money and went, fuck it.
So all that went down. He got cut. All that went down Saturday night, and he got cut by Sunday morning.
Ouch.
Coach Shanahan said he wasn't going to play anyway, so he doesn't think that it affected the game at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it did, because this team, again, is pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
They lost by a lot. Again, the score once again, Buccaneers 27, 49ers 9. I just don't understand. I don't understand when we're talking about these two teams.
Uh-huh.
Because we watched the game.
Yeah,
and
no, we did.
We saw that they got into a 4th down. It was fourth and pretty close, 4th and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about it like they should go for it.
Right.
It was still within the first half.
Mm-hmm.
They were only down 1 score.
Mm-hmm. 1 touchdown. That was it.
And we both knew exactly what Shanahan was thinking. Well, just get on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Just get on the board.
Mistake number 1.
Mistake number 1. Because as we all know, he forgot what the record was. The record is 2-8 at the time.
Go for it, man. What do you got to lose?
Here is a better question, Tiny.
Uh-huh.
What does he have to win? Okay.
I guess he could try to keep his job.
What does he have to win?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because we can just go on and on and on about what advantage they have of winning this game. We don't even have to talk about the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We can just talk about, if you want to see what your team has, they want you to just play in all those weird situations that you wouldn't regularly play because the season is lost.
Yeah.
If it's 4th and 1,
try new things, ladies.
then try something new. You get your offense out there because check this out. If you don't get it, then guess what? You lost 27-6. Ooh, what's the difference in that? Hey, we lost 27-9, but at least it wasn't 27-6. Well, it could have been 13-all, and it could have gone. The momentum could have gone the other way.
Yeah, maybe after scoring that one, the team could have got some morale pickup and then just start steamrolling, juggernaut your way through a win. But you'll never know unless you try. How about you try next time, guys?
And you know what? And we're gonna do a future show where I'm gonna go through numbers. But there is there's a college coach in the Midwest where he goes for it on fourth down. He never punts, and he's actually successful half the time,
right? Which
is actually pretty amazing. And his defense seems to hold a lot of the time, which makes up for the times that you actually score. So we're gonna get really into that in the future show. But
you miss all the shots you don't. Was it you miss all the shots?
You missed all the shots you don't take.
There you go, guys, girls, anyone, non-binary, binary.
That's right. Choose your women carefully.
The crying game. Yeah, speaking of the crying game, a precursor. Honestly, I'm not sure when the crying game came out, but a movie very similar like the crying game, Sleepaway Camp. Spoiler alert for all you people who haven't seen Sleepaway Camp. I guess if you've seen the other one, you know what's happening and what's coming, but dong at the end. The chick has a dong at the end.
Chick has a dong at the end?
Chick has a dong at the end. I remember watching Sleepaway Camp 2 all the time. I remember you told me, oh, the killer's a dude or some shit like that. Yeah. And I was like, nah, that's a chick. Anyways, great movies, all 1 through 3. I'm pretty sure there's like a fourth one with like CKY. The band produced it. Camp Kill Yourself. Don't quote me. Look it up on Google.
Sick. All right.
Or whatever search engine you fuck with. No plugs for Google.
It's time for the Thursday night preview. On Thursday night, we have the New Orleans Saints at the Dallas Cowboys.
Nice.
Now, in this game, the Saints are favored on the road,
of course,
against them Cowboys by 7.5 points. That tells me that Vegas thinks that the Cowboys aren't very good. If they're not gonna, do anything against the Saints. However,
so you telling me even without Romo, a Romo-less era, they're still no good?
They are still no good.
Continue.
They were good for about 9 games, but they are no good once again.
Okay.
But they have Amari Cooper, so maybe he'll save them.
Save us.
Anywho, but let's not forget, the New Orleans Saints are actually on an 8-game winning streak. So they are winning games. They are they're the ones that handed the Los Angeles Rams their first loss.
Nice, most impressive.
So, of course, the New Orleans Saints are favored because the New Orleans Saints have been winning games. Dallas Cowboys are in and out. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. They're mostly not, but occasionally
like
they do some good.
Yeah. Okay.
The over/under on this game is 52.5. So, where everyone's expecting a high-scoring game.
Okay, I can see that, especially live tele. Well, of course they're all
Thursday
live,
night. Yeah,
Thursday night game.
This is what I expect. I expect for this game to be high-scoring. I totally agree. I think that both teams are going to put up 30. I think that both teams are going to put up 30, and I think this is going to come up to the end. And I think that the Saints, once again, are going to win this game 37-30.
Wow.
With seconds.
Some bold statements.
With seconds on this. So the Saints will not cover, but will get way more than 52.5 points in this game Tiny, who do you have Thursday night?
Wow. Well, with all the facts that were just given to me, I guess. Oh man, I'm gonna go Saints, and I'm gonna go Saints alone on the fact that Breeze, yeah, Breeze
Yeah.
is one hell of a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Receding hairline or not, missing patches of hair, whatever, he doesn't need hair. He's more aerodynamic. Yeah, he's got a helmet on, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's gonna come through. For the Dallas Cowboys, I don't even know who the quarterback is.
Dak Prescott.
Mr. Prescott, you sound like a great guy, but I guess you just got to pick it up, dude. Because Drew Brees is I don't want to say he's a legend, but damn near he will be. Guaranteed he will be. But he's one of the
first
top.
ballot.
Yeah, he's top quarterback. Top five.
First
Top
ballot.
five?
Just off tangent, Miami, you guys are one of the most ridiculous and trashiest organizations because you had let some random dude say, you know what? I don't think that Drew Brees' arm is all that good. Let's not sign him. And then he won a Super Bowl with New Orleans.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go with the Saints. Saints Thursday night, guys, all the way.
See you week 13.